Hello my friends, it is so good to see you. I am so eager to be able to craft with you today. I wanted to share with you a little bit of a different take on the French Cottage collection. So if you have not seen, this collection is currently at a 40% off savings, so it is a great time to stock up on those essentials, especially your paper. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to look at this collection in a little bit of a different light. I wanted to bring you the option of creating beautiful sympathy cards with this collection, with the beautiful muted tones that are a little bit darker. They're perfect for your masculine card creating. They're perfect for your sympathy cards. So welcome, welcome, welcome to my craft room. If we've not met before, my name is Tracy Fair. I'm one of the online educators with Heartfelt Creations, and I am based out of Manitoba, Canada. I would love to know where you are from. I know it is so exciting to be able to craft with crafters from all around the world. So come on in, let's pop on over to the work surface and take a look at what we're going to be working on today. So this is the card that I came up with for a sympathy card. I just felt the beautiful door slash window was going to be an absolute beautiful focal piece for these flowers, and I really wanted to create something beautiful to show you how gorgeous these flowers are. They're quick and easy to create. They can be shaped by hand. It's super fast. You're going to love these flowers. Good morning, Irene from some more snow, some ice, and yeah, some rain. Hello, Cheryl, my friend. It is so good to see you. Tina, welcome, welcome, welcome. So how about we start with a quick walkthrough of the paper collection. I wanted to really show you how beautiful the colors are on this collection. So again, we've got beautiful muted mottled colors in greens, very light pinks. We've got the whites. This has some beautiful purples in it. This is the card panel that we're going to be using to create our card this morning. You're going to see we have those 6x6 card panels along with those smaller ones that are going to suit your 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch cards. And I wanted to show you, look at these beautiful die cuts. This is something that I had die cut out for another project, but look at how simple a beautiful sympathy card would come together like this with your sympathy sentiment either on the front or the bottom. So again, you have these beautiful accent pieces in this collection that you're going to be able to use to create just really stunning and simple card creations. We've got that beautiful scrapbook paper on the back there. Some more gorgeous card panels that you can use. Again, really beautiful tones to do all of your different sympathy cards, whether it be for male or female. We've got that beautiful scrapbook page. And some more card panels here. And of course those 6x6s, which make it so very good and quick to make those 6x6 card panels. Hello Tammy, good to see you. Hello Marla, good morning my friend. Glad you could catch us live. Hello Patricia, good to see you as well. We've got these beautiful patterns. We're going to be using a piece of this paper today to use on our sentiment. Again, we've got these beautiful note size card panels that you're going to be able to create a beautiful note card. Beautiful florals, simple but elegant. And of course we've got the lanterns, more decorative paper. These are actually the bicycle wheels, but when you would cut this up to use on a card, no one would even notice. They're just seeing that beautiful mottled teal and green together if you're using that for a background. And of course we've got this, oh boy, are we having some technical issues? Sorry you guys, looks like we're gonna have some technical issues here. We'll keep going and hopefully it's going to straighten itself out. And of course we have the images here on the paper collection that you can go ahead and die cut with those coordinating dies. Some more beautiful decorative paper. And here's that beautiful topiary, some florals, and some of the branches that we'll be stamping with and working today. Again, such beautiful, striking patterns in this collection that are going to be beautiful for your sympathy background papers or card matting. And here we've got, of course, all of the different tags that coordinate with our tag cutting system. And again, just a beautiful green that brings in those beautiful rusty browns, a little bit of yellow, a brighter green. Again, just a really soothing color palette in this collection. So today we're going to be using the French doorway. I'm going to show you how we can use it as a window in this particular application. You can see how the die cut has the two different versions for you. And I really wanted to show you the French Cottagescapes. This has so many great pieces that are going to be able to utilize with other collections as well. So we're going to be using both sizes of the flowers today and the vining branch, because I wanted to show you how quick and easy that is. To me, the florals make this set an absolute must in your crafty stash. They are just super quick and easy. They're a beautiful size when you're needing accent flowers as well. So let's go ahead and start here. So what I would be starting with here is my doorway here. So now what I've gone ahead and done is I've only used a portion of this frame. I've gone ahead and I can see here I've used just the outer portion. So what I would do is I would go ahead and die cut that part out after I'm done coloring it. So what I'm going to do is show you a really simple, quick and easy coloring technique. Because I wanted this to remain sort of vintage, I didn't want to do a harsh coloring on this as well. So what I did was I just went in and hit some of the doorway with coffee, Ranger Archival in coffee, and that is what this image has been stamped in as well. So I'm just going to go ahead, because I'm just technically using the door frame of this door. That's the part I'm just going to go ahead and color up. So you can see nothing too hard about this at all. We're just kind of blending it in so you're getting that very vintage kind of mottled look. I know it doesn't look like much here on this right now, but when you're going to go ahead and die cut that out, you're going to get something like this. So this is what that doorway is going to look like when we have die cut that, just die cut from white cardstock, the window inlay. So that's going to come together very quickly like that. And because I've not used the door portion, I wanted to show you though what I've done on the background here. I've kept the door portion here, and you can see it's been stamped over several times, because what I've gone ahead and done is I wanted the brickwork off of that, off of the stamp itself. So what I did was I attached this mask here with some tape and then just stamped over. I wasn't too particular about lining things up 100% because this isn't something that we need spot on. You do have some forgiveness here with your frame. And you can see how that is now going to just lay in place when you take your mask off. That's going to lay in place there. So we're going to go ahead. I'm using my favorite foam tape here that you can find online. It's the 72 pieces of white foam. This is just the perfect width when you're doing some of these smaller applications with your intricate dies or a piece such as this. So all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop that into place there. And you can see now how the brickwork works beautifully with our raised portion of our window. We're going to go ahead and grab our Dries Clear, and we're going to set our window in place. I'm just going to do a little bit here in the center so it's going to stick there as well. I'm just going to set this in place, and then we're going to just go ahead and let that dry. And now you can see you have a raised frame around your decorative window, which I thought would be beautiful as a sympathy card, looking like it had been overgrown. So there we go. We're going to set that aside to dry, and we will get our paper back here with our stamped images. The next thing we're going to work on here is our vine. I've gone ahead and I've stamped it in my fern green. I wanted this to not be a super bright piece of greenery this time. Often sympathy we want a little bit more muted, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use the leaf green, and I'm going to go ahead and just add in a base coat. It is a little bit brighter, but we are going to go ahead and change up that a little bit by adding some fern green over top. So again, just using my daubers in circular motions, quick and easy coloring technique that's not going to take you a bunch of time. Yes, Joan, it's nice to revisit some of our older collections, isn't it? And at 40% off right now, for those of us who haven't had the opportunity to add them to our crafty toolbox, the timing is perfect. And for those of us who haven't, it's the perfect time to be stocking up on the paper collection as well. I'm going to go ahead and take my fern green, and I'm just going to go in and add a little bit over top at the bases of the leaves, a little bit down the vine itself or the branch as well. And you can see how that's kind of going to tame down that leaf green, and it's going to give us that extra added interest with a second color. So there you can see we would use our coordinating die to cut that out, and for today's creation we're going to use 2 of them. They are beautiful, so easy to use, and perfect for layering up these flowers. Now the flowers, I wanted them to appear white on this sympathy card, so I went ahead and I used the Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach is a beautiful kind of beige gray that's going to work perfectly with the color combinations in today's card and with the whole collection in general. The lantern here, I've gone ahead and I have just left it as is as well. We could definitely go ahead and add some vintage to that if we wanted to. Again, stamped in coffee, we could just go ahead and hit that up at a few places to give it that bronzed kind of rusty look as well. Next thing we're going to do is we would adhere our dies in place with some low-tack tape, run it through our die cutting machine, and we have our beautiful florals in 2 sizes. We've got the large and we've got the small, and of course we have our little lantern here that we will be using as well. We'll pop that off to the side for now. And flower shaping. If you are new to the flower shaping process, this is a fantastic collection to start with. These little guys are so quick and easy to hand shape. I love hand shaping these. I'm not even going to use any spritz of water today. They shape up so beautifully without. Again, of course, I have used the deluxe flower shaping paper. I cut out all of the elements from that this time. The flowers, the vining branch, and of course the door frame and the lantern as well. For the simple fact that if you are wanting to shape, that paper is going to be perfect for anything. If we wanted to round out the doorway, we could do that. If we wanted to round out that lantern, we could do that as well. So for the flowers, all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them upside down with the stamped side down. I'm just going to go in and round out those petals and then give it a pop in the center so that you can see how those petals pick up. Super, super quick and easy. So again, you'll see these are going to be fantastic built as double blossoms. They are beautiful as single blossoms. And today I just wanted to showcase how quick and easy they are. They come together so beautifully. and just show you how to create a using the flowers from the French Cottage collection. There we go. We will pop those off to the side. We're going to be ready to use them shortly. I am going to go ahead and do just a tiny bit of shaping on my branches here as well. I'm just going to grab the larger stylus here at the end and just kind of roll it over my leaves here on the branch. And you can see it doesn't take a whole lot and it starts popping up. I want some glue points here as well, so I'm just going to go back into the front and make some glue points as well. Here we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. One of these we will be snipping apart. I don't think we'll need the entire full version, so I'll show you how to do that as well. So again, I'm just going to kind of do preemptive glue spots there. And next comes the fun of starting to layer our card. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our first branch here and my dries clear adhesive. I'm going to go ahead and just add some of that glue onto those glue points I created, because I still want those leaves to have some free movement. And we're just going to go ahead and have that come draped down over the window, just so it looks like this beautiful window. It has been it's in an older church building maybe, and it is kind of being overgrown a little bit. Good morning, Pat from Arizona. It's good to see you as well. Jennifer, good to see you. It's a fabulous collection. You only started with the rustic sunflower. Oh, the rustic sunflower is my favorite. It's beautiful to use, nice and easy as well, hey? The next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to grab our sentiment. I've used a different sentiment on this one. You'll see here I have the Heartfelt Sympathy. Here I wanted to use the Sharing Your Grief. I wanted to show you several of the beautiful sympathy phrases that were in the Cheerful Note sentiments. It also has things like sending you a hug, with all my love, get well wishes, you are in my thoughts and prayers, thinking of you. So this is a really great one to cover several of the different occasions that we would need, from just wanting to cheer someone up, thinking of you, to sympathy, as well as feeling better soon and sending you a hug. So again, a great assortment for Cheerful Note sentiments that you will use time and time again. So what we're going to do is we are going to quickly grab some two-sided tape here, and we're just going to kind of measure out where we want this. I think that's going to look about right. So here we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue, and we're just gonna pop this up on this end. Just because our window is raised, we want that to kind of match the same level there, like that. So the glue will take care of that, and we'll pop that sentiment up like that. And then what we're going to do here is we are going to go ahead, and we want this to kind of come up here, but you can see it's too long. It would cover up our sentiment. So we're just going to go ahead and make a nice cut right about there. And I'm not too worried about that straight cut there, because that's the perfect place that we're going to add a flower, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and add on our glue points here again. And we're just going to have this kind of run up to the sentiment so that it looks like it's being overgrown from both ends here. And we'll get this to lay down here yet too. There we go. And we'll pop that extra leafy bit to the side. Don't throw those out. That's going to be perfect to embellish on another card at some point. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to build a large double flower here, just so you can show how beautifully they nest together. So I've got 2 of the large there. I'm just going to go ahead and add some glue to the bottom. I'm going to offset these petals. I'm going to grab my stylus and just press in the center and pull these guys up. And you can see what a pretty flower that creates. And it's got all that beautiful definition from that ink, that pebble gray ink, but it still appears very white on the card. So now I have a bunch of these finished here. I have some doubles, I have some singles, we've got larges, we've got the small. We'll see how many of these we need. If you were wanting to recreate this card, I do believe it was 4 stampings of the flowers. So that would give you all the flowers that you would need for this card. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to start layering these. I'm just going to see if I can kind of duplicate what I have going on here on the other one. I'm just going to get that to set in there. A smaller one up here just to cover up that very sharp end of the branch. And some more small one up here. And it can sit on your leaves. It doesn't necessarily have to be nestled up right beside another flower. That's the beauty of flowers on a vine. They aren't nestled completely together. You can have some gap in between. I'm even going to go and go off of my vine here a little bit so that it looks like this flower is falling off the vine. Hello, Leanne, my friend. It's good to see you. So glad you were able to join me this morning. And we're going to go ahead and add a large single over here. You can see how I'm mixing my large singles and doubles. And we'll pop one down here so that it's kind of right above our sentiment. And you can see how it's starting to come together beautifully, that we have this cascading bouquet coming down onto our window. We'll pop another double in here. Single in here. Maybe we can make this single a double. We haven't done a double single yet, or a double small version yet. Do that the same as you would the larger, and just kind of pull that up like that. And we'll keep going here. That's going to kind of end that branch. You can see how it has now flown all the way down the branch. We're going to end there with that large one. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start from this side and work our way up. We will start with a smaller one again to hide the blunt end of that branch. And we'll pop a larger single one over here. And another single up here. I think we're going to use a double up in here to hide where we cut off that branch. And do another large one over here. And we'll pop one more small one up in here. Small one left over, so let's make this one here a double so that it's got some extra added interest right there as well. And we'll pull those petals up. So you can see, very quick and easy, super flower to work with, quick and easy. This card would come together very quickly for a time such as a sympathy card. We often don't make them ahead of time. I know I like to make mine very personal to the person that has passed away or to the person who is left behind. So sympathy cards aren't something that I tend to make ahead of time. Now, of course, we have our little lantern here that we're going to go ahead and add to our design. And you can see how that just totally finishes off that beautiful window. So again, super quick and easy. I just wanted to show you how beautifully this collection worked for a sympathy arrangement. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to finish off our flower centers with some frills. I've opted to use the silver lining. It's going to go very nicely with that beautiful Pebble Beach color that we've used with the ink. It doesn't match it exactly, but it's very, it blends in very nicely, especially with the gray on this card front. This card front has a beautiful mottled gray along with some lilac in it and some beige. So there you can see how that flower right there is going to have that beautiful prill center. And then of course we want to finish off always with some glitter. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Crystal Ultra Fine. I'm going to get that ready there. I'm going to just pop a bit of glue onto some of my Hydro Sponge here. So again, super quick and easy. I'm just going to hit those petals and those leaves and grab my little spoon here and add some of that glitter. And you're going to see later how that's going to just absolutely sparkle. And it's subtle enough for a sympathy card that it's just absolutely amazing. Just again, a really muted toned, elegant, and yet perfect for a sympathy occasion. So again, I hope you've enjoyed what I've had to share with you today. Remember, the French Cottage collection is currently on sale at a 40% off savings. And if you are an Insider member, you are able to apply that extra 20% savings as well. If you are not familiar with our Insider member program, I want to encourage you to take a look at it. We have a monthly or yearly plan to choose from. You get to save an extra 20% on all products, including those on special, which is fantastic. Where do you get to use a discount on top of a discount these days? Again, free shipping in the US, 20% off of international shipping, and free access to all of our online classes for the duration of your membership. We have so many fabulous, fabulous classes, from elegant baskets to how to shape your flowers in multiple ways using the same flower. Again, such a great investment. And yes, so thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. I can't wait to see you again soon. Take care, my friend.